Hello, my name's Jacob, and this is my informative speech. So, I'm going to start off by asking how many of you have tried to find a practice that you can integrate into your daily life or your routine that ultimately just will result in a better quality of life or just a practice that'll improve your life? And you might be searching for something like this, maybe because some of you are or have had in the past experienced a lot of stress or are experiencing it now. And maybe you've experienced anxiety in the past, or maybe there's a lot of noise in your brain and you want to quiet it a little. Or maybe you struggle with sleep disturbances, or you have a short attention span that you'd like to lengthen, or you'd like to focus on improving your concentration. Well, what if I told you that there's an easy exercise that has been around for thousands of years and only takes about 5 to 10 minutes of your time each day, and this alone could help you grow in all these areas that you're wanting to grow? Well, this little hobby I'm talking about is known as meditation, and it might just have all the answers to these problems that you're having. So with this speech, I will try to help you understand meditation a little better. I'm going to begin with a brief history of the origins of meditation and its traditional uses. And then I'm going to try to move on and present how meditation can benefit you physically, mentally, spiritually, and overall just help you have a healthier, better way of living. So, what is meditation? Where does it come from? Well, around between 2,000 and 5,000 years ago, meditation was being developed with the religion of Buddhism in India. So Buddhism was in its late stages of development in India, and around this time, meditation started to be integrated into the practice of Buddhism. So, and at this point in time, meditation translated from the Latin meaning thinking deeply about something, roughly. So how did it get into the West? Well, around 1959, a yogi named Maharaj had brought the teachings of meditation with him to the West. And here it gained popularity super fast. And it's crazy because 1959 was fairly recent. And it's crazy to think how closed off the world was at the time for Buddhism just to become introduced into our country. So researchers dub meditation as one of the oldest and most holistic forms of healthcare. And this is not just because of its simplicity and its fundamental approach to achieve these such dramatic results, but because of its proven positive effects and benefits it serves your mental, physical, and emotional health. And these people didn't need these modern day science instruments to get evidence that meditation had positive benefits. Meditation reaped instantaneous benefits for these people. Thousands of years ago, there's recorded evidence that meditation was beneficial to the people. So, compared to Western medicine, which tends to separate the mind and the body and all that both entail, spiritual cultures who practice meditation as a way of healing view the mind and the body and all of its elements as one. So now that we've established a little background on meditation, I want to introduce to you 4 main types of meditation. And there's a lot of different types of meditation, but I've refined them down to about 4 separate categories that you can put all the others under. So the first is called concentration meditation. And this particular meditation or form of meditation is used to train the mind to concentrate on one object or nothing at all, and is usually used to rid of distractions. So if you have a noisy mind, like I said earlier, you could use this concentration meditation to bring attention to one solid thing and purposefully deploy it, to one object or nothing at all. And through doing this, you're able to rid yourself of the distractions you were originally focused on. So the other one, number 2, is reflective meditation, and this one is used to discipline your mind by focusing on a topic and critically questioning it. And I like this one a lot. I think it's really important. For example, if you wanted to reflect on some difficulties you've been having either in your daily life or in the past, then you can use this reflective meditation. And as you sense this difficulty, you can notice how it affects your body, how it affects your heart, how it affects your mind. And feeling it carefully, you can begin to ask yourself a few questions, and you can look internally for the answers. So you sense your difficulty and you ask yourself, how have I treated this difficulty so far? Or you can ask, how have I suffered from my own responses and reactions to it? How have I reacted to it? Have I treated it as a weapon? Have I treated it as a poison? But ultimately, you want to ask the question, where's the gold in this difficulty? Where's the value hidden in this situation? Because there's always something that you can learn from. It's always how you go about the emotion or the situation or the difficulty. So the very last one is known as mindfulness meditation, or this is number 3. This is mindfulness meditation, and it's one of the most common forms. And its main purpose is to look inward, and you want to stay in the moment or in the now. And here we're going to observe our breath and use it as an anchor for our attention. So you can, if you find your mind wandering, you want to come back to your anchor or your breath, and maybe think of it as rising as your breath, as you inhale, and maybe falling as you exhale. And you want to let your mind be free. But you want to notice these thoughts without getting caught up in them. So you want to let them flow in and flow out. And by doing this, you're actually practicing direct mindfulness, which is super powerful. And the last one is creative visualization. And here we're directing our attention and focusing on a specific part of our brain. And it's used to strengthen specific areas of your mind. And you can look at emotions with compassion and appreciation. In this way, you're able to release and heal. And now that I've talked to you about the brief history of meditation and some of its basic forms, I'd like to go into more detail about how this practice can actually affect each of you. So research on meditation in the brain has consistently yielded just mind-blowing results, with new studies literally coming out like every week to illustrate new benefits of meditation. And from personal experience and all these thousands of studies, I've learned that mindfulness meditation can reduce loads of stress, can reduce loads of anxiety by not only creating a positive headspace to go into each day, but by actually making changes to key areas, just cognitive changes to key areas of your brain. And the effects of meditation even rival antidepressants, which are chemically made for your brain, and for depression and anxiety and things like that. And it could produce more energy for those who feel fatigued on a daily basis, or for those who, like I said, have sleep disturbances. So lots of benefits that come with meditation. And I learned these benefits that were proven correct from the National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health. The scientific evidence here proves these notions to be true. So hopefully some of you, or some of the info I have presented today, stuck with you or inspired you to give meditation a shot, because with practice and consistency, each of you can reap all these benefits I've mentioned and that come with the practice of meditation. So quick recap, I discussed that meditation was introduced to the West in 1959. I introduced 4 different forms of meditation, the first one being concentration meditation, the second being reflective meditation, third was mindfulness, the most common, and the last one was the creative visualization. So I hope some of you will take what I have said and try to look for maybe a guide online just to start you off as a beginner, and maybe it'll lead you somewhere life-changing. So thank you guys. Appreciate your time.